Hello everybody. I'm going to focus today on the board game Monopoly. When you start playing Monopoly, the first thing you have to do is pick which character are you going to be. And this is basically just a talking video of my favorite top 5 characters I like to be in Monopoly. And as usual, we're going to save the best for last. So if I'm going to start with number 5, here we go. What's number 5? The old Scotty Dog. The Scotty Dog won't get you in very much trouble at all, which leads you to at least hang around the game for a little bit. The only downfall to the Scotty Dog is, once in a while, because the Scotty Dog likes to be around the streets quite a bit, and he actually travels at a fairly good pace, the Scotty Dog will roll doubles 3 times in a row, and the Scotty Dog, guaranteed, if you play Monopoly, the Scotty Dog is going to end up in the pound or in jail. But besides that, the Scotty Dog isn't going to get you in too much trouble. So, that's number 5. Number 4 is coming up next. Number 4, Monopoly characters that you should pick, that I like to stick with tried and true. Number 5 was the Scotty Dog. Number 4, the Wheelbarrow. The good thing about the Wheelbarrow is it collects lots of cash through community chest and chance. The money just falls in, but with any wheelbarrow, once it's filled, it usually just gets dumped. So you get to collect lots, but it doesn't stick around for long. Lots of money coming in, lots of good stuff coming in, but it falls away by the wayside just as fast. So that's my number 4 pick for items, or for characters to be in Monopoly. The Wheelbarrow. When playing Monopoly, the real goal is to try and be a very good investor, very good with your money. So we've already covered, excuse the pause, we've already covered number 5, the Scotty Dog, not that great of an investor. The Wheelbarrow, not that great an investor either. My 3rd pick has to be the Top Hat. Wearing a top hat makes you a better investor right from the get-go than the previous 2 characters I just mentioned. The only problem with the top hat is it's from an era that really, in today's market, is not really the most shrewd investor out there with the competitive edge that the other 2 characters have. The top hat will deal mostly in things like railroads, which will bring in a substantial return, but the top hat also likes to stay in posh, luxury, expensive hotels like Boardwalk and Park Place. So the money coming in doesn't equal the money that he's putting out, or she is putting out. Therefore, you'll have a good time. The top hat is always good for a good time, but really in the end, if you want to win the game, the top hat is just that. It's just a good time. Vroom. When I play Monopoly, my second choice for character to buzz around the board is definitely the race car. The good thing about the race car is it whips around the board so quick. $200 for pass and go. $200 for pass and go. $200 for pass and go. The only bad thing, or there's a couple bad things. One of the bad things about the race car is usually you're going to pay a high luxury tax just for owning such an expensive race car. And that can catch up with you over time. Again, kind of like the Scotty Dog, because you're zooming around so quick all the time, rolling doubles, rolling doubles, rolling doubles. you're going to end up in jail driving that fast race car along. And when you're in jail sitting there, if you don't have a get out of jail free card, then that can eat up valuable time, especially at the start of the game when other people are buying up properties. There's one other thing I wanted to say about the race car. Oh yeah, that's it. Usually the person who is the race car in the game, it just turns out for whatever reason, they also turn out to be the banker. So this can be a good thing and this can be a bad thing. If you're the race car driver and you're the banker and you're good at maybe stealing a couple extra dollars here and there, that's a good thing. But if you get busted stealing money from the bank when you're the banker, because race car drivers are always the banker, if you get busted, then your fellow game members who are playing the game might just kick you out altogether. So the race car driver has a good side and a bad side. It could lead to a fiery death, or you could come in first place. If you want the best chance to win Monopoly, you've got to stick with one of the game pieces that is tried and true. It's been there from the beginning. It's the old style shoe. And let me tell you why. There are, I think, 3 or 4 big reasons why the old style shoe is the best game piece to pick in Monopoly. I do have them written down on the side just in case I forget, but I know that the first one, usually if you are in jail, you're usually just visiting, because the old style shoe has so many friends that may be in jail because the old style shoe has been around so long that it can go to jail and just visit, which means that it's not losing any turns. It still gets to go around the board. It still gets to maybe hit community chest or chance. It's definitely walking the beaten path before, so it knows how to stay out of jail. Let me take a quick look at my notes. Oh yeah, the other big one, the old style shoe really doesn't stay in expensive hotels like Boardwalk or Park Place, so your bankroll isn't going to dissipate very quickly, because usually it'll just stay in small little rent hostels or little hotels that don't cost a lot of money, if it even stays at a hotel at all. Sometimes it'll just stay on just a regular property without, and your rent will be like $8 or $7 or even $20 at the most if you want to stay on one of those green properties. The other good thing about the old style shoe is it just refuses to invest in big luxury property like that, like Boardwalk or the green ones. It would rather just do orange and stuff near maybe free parking where everybody wants to land. So the old style shoe is very good. I think I had one other note here. Oh yeah, and this is a big one. This is a huge one. The old style shoe, if it does own just one single property, just for example, say a purple like St. Charles, and another game piece owns 2 of the purples, really the old style shoe has been around the block long enough to know that really trading that one last purple to that person who needs it to put up hotels really isn't in his best interest or her best interest. So the old style shoe is the way to go when it comes to Monopoly. I hope I give you some big pointers, and if you ever do play Monopoly again, pick the old style shoe.